Everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new DC Comics Multiverse DC Legends of Tomorrow Atom figure from Mattel. Now this 6-inch figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we've been seeing with all the Multiverse figures. You've got the box with the red and black highlights. Up at the very top, you've got the DC Legends of Tomorrow TV series logo. Then you've got the DC Comics Multiverse logo. The figure's clearly displayed in the window box. Down below you've got an image of the character from the TV show in the name, and then it tells us it comes with one of the Collect and Connect rookie pieces. On the side of the packaging you again have an image of the character from the TV series and a brief bio in multiple languages, and then on the back of the packaging you have a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete that Collect and Connect rookie figure. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now first of all, this figure comes with the waist piece and the head for the Batbot Collect and Connect figure, and we'll be taking a look at that in its own review once we've looked at all the figures in this wave, so be sure to check back for that. Now this figure also comes with a miniature version of Atom, so you can replicate him shrinking down to a very small size. And you've got pretty good detail on this. There's no articulation, it's a static figure, but overall paint details for a little tiny figure like this are actually not too bad. You've got the blue and the red with the striping, and you can make out the skin tone on his face there, and he's got the black visor. So again, for a very tiny figure like this, I actually think they've done a pretty good job with the paint applications and sculpting detail. The figure also comes with two different head sculpts, so you get the helmeted head, which is what's attached to the figure when you first take it out of the packaging. And I think this looks pretty good. You've got the little atom symbol on the top there, and you've got the blue with the silver striping, and he's got the black visor, which is done with a glossy black paint, and you can see his face, his chin, and his mouth and everything. So good skin tone there, and you've got some red and metallic silver and black on the sides of the helmet. So overall I think they've done a pretty good job with the look of this one. And then you can just pop that off and it attaches with a ball joint, and then you can pop on the unmasked head. So even though I'm glad they gave us an unmasked head, I can't say I'm terribly fond of this one. I don't like the sculpting on it. I don't think it looks anything like the actor. The eyes look a little off to me, and just in general the head doesn't seem to fit very well in the body for some reason. To me it doesn't look very good. I don't like how you can see the skin tone under the ear here. I think that looks kind of funny. You got it on both sides. He's just got blue eyes and black hair, and the skin tone is a little bit on the pale side. So overall, like I said, mainly it just doesn't look anything like the actor. So even though I'm glad they gave us an unmasked head, I think they definitely could have done a better job with it. So for the rest of the figure, I think they've done a pretty nice job with the sculpting detail, with the armor pieces, the plating on the armor. I think they've done nice. And then you've got like the little servos, which are done with metallic silver, which I think look good. No paint blemishes, pretty solid job with the paint applications. You've got the blue and the red, and then the darker gray colors. And I think they all look pretty good together. And again, you have the metallic silver pieces throughout. You've got some nice sculpting detail even on the back of the figure. So overall, I think they've done a pretty good job of capturing the look of the armor from the TV series. So this figure stands just a little bit under 6.5 inches tall. Here's a comparison with the miniature version that's also included with the figure. Here's a comparison with the DC Collectible 7-inch scale Arrow figure, and then Firestorm, which is also from DC Legends of Tomorrow. Now being these are 7-inch scale figures, they're definitely taller than the 6-inch Atom figure. DC Collectibles will be doing their own version of Atom later this year. Here's a comparison with the DC Legends of Tomorrow DC Multiverse Hawkman figure. Here's a comparison of the DC Multiverse TV series Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl figures. Though technically not part of the same universe, here's a comparison with the Mattel Multiverse Justice League movie Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash figures. And finally, here's a comparison with the Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch Ant-Man movie figure. So for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right. It really doesn't have much in the way of back and forth movement. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint. Now he does have these shoulder pads, so you do want to be careful with those, but you can get the arm out about that much. and then he's got pretty good rotation there at the shoulder. He has a bicep swivel. He only has a single hinged elbow, and he can only bend his elbow about that much. Then he has swivels at the wrist, but no hinges on the hands. There's no midsection joint. He does have a waist swivel. He's got those side hinge joints, so he can do the splits good. You can get the leg forward about that much, and you can do the leg back about that much. He has a thigh swivel. Now he only has a single hinged knee, and these knee joints are that kind of rubbery type material, so if you pull on them too hard you could snap them off pretty easily, so just be careful. But you can only bend the knee about that much. And then with the feet, you've got the hinges, so you've got some up and down movement, but no rotation and no pivot, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like the look of this figure. I think the sculpting detail is pretty nice. The paint applications are solid. I like the accessories for the most part. The alternate unmasked head really looks nothing like the actor, but otherwise I do like the accessories with this one. Now, articulation is not that great on the figure, and definitely seems to suffer from that rubber joint syndrome that we've been seeing with a lot of the more modern multiverse figures, especially with the knee joints, which seem to be easily breakable, so I would recommend caution with that. Now, this figure, along with the rest of the wave, is available now. We'll have a full image gallery up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.